Dakar.
Stage 7 from Zurat down to Tchit, 660 kilometers. It was going to be a difficult day in the sand. Everybody was running, including the Desert Fox. The problems that the sandstorm made meant that the front runners were all together. But what was the best route to take? Any which way you like. At the refueling zone, though, a 15-minute zone of neutralization for the motorcycles, there was a little bit of confusion with how much petrol anybody was allowed. Still the prey saying we've only got 20 litres of fuel here and it's not going to be enough. We've still got 260 kilometres to go in soft sand. We can't get to the finish on just 20 litres. It turned out to be one of the hardest stages ever in 27 years of Dakar Rally. Alfie Cox, Mark Comer were struggling through the stand, but eventually made it to the finish. It was going to be a tough one, even for the pros. But in the end, it was David Fretenier with the lighter, more nimble 450cc Yamaha, still running with only rear-wheel drive, who was victorious on the stage for the third time in 2005. All day long for 500 kilometers I was with the others, such as Caldicott, Puyol, Sala, etc. I asked myself how I was going to get ahead of them, but I felt good physically before drinking a great deal of water before really giving it maximum attack. I went flat out to see what would happen, and they've just arrived behind me here. My efforts have paid off. I must have beaten them maybe by about 7 minutes, so a good day for me.
Donc j'ai dû leur mettre 6 ou 7 minutes sur les derniers kilomètres, donc c'est parfait, j'ai été récompensé de mon effort.
Kenjiro Shinozuka was on the bubble of the top 10 trying to gain places. He was going great guns until it all went wrong. The Nissan Japanese driver had a big accident and he was out of the rally for the second time in 3 years. Co-driver Pascal Maymont was severely winded, but fortunately Shinozuka was okay. I'm sorry and I'm very upset. I'm okay, but Pascal is a little winded and I'm so sorry for this. Stefan Pederhansel won one of the stages of his life into Tchit. He clinched the overall lead. The 6-time former victor of the Dakar on 2 wheels and reigning champion on 4 wheels was in absolutely top gear. Luc Alphon managed to make up ground in the terrible sandstorm, and even after a puncture, he was now second overall. Jean-Louis Schlesser was looking to make up ground from a relatively lowly overall position. The 2-time Dakar victor was in unison with a couple of Volkswagens and a lone X5 BMW. Jutta Kleinschmidt was 3rd overall, Nasser Al-Attiyah 4th overall. In only his 2nd Dakar, the Qatari driver was a real dark horse. But problems for Schlesser later in the stage. A noise from the rear left suspension of the now V8 Schlesser buggy was causing problems that was costing him precious time. But further back, there was total bedlam. Karel Leprace stuck in the sand up to its axles for the Czech Republic driver. The Estonian crew had rolled it, whilst Vladimir Chagin was in massive trouble. Gregoire de Mavius was also struggling with mechanical problems, both in the front end of the car and the rear end.
It's tough because each leg is very long, and you lose a lot of energies, and you lose concentration, and that's the way, because the car is so hard. It's really the last adventure in this world.
It was late into the night and still there were many competitors still stuck out in the middle of the desert.
Muy cansados. El último tramo ha sido horrible.
He wasn't shining down on me today. But we'll get there.
Britain's Patsy Quick certainly trying to get to the end of the stage and the end of the Dakar. Elsewhere, other people decided to call it a day. It was going to be a long night. Stage 8 from Tchit to Tachika was then cancelled.